What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. I'm once again joined by Tyler. We're back for another video in our Kingdom Hearts community series. Now, in this video, we want to have another kind of discussion in terms of a negative feature of Kingdom Hearts ReMind. We want to get very specific into one and talk about why we believe that Nomura lied to us about Xion, about what he said originally right after Kingdom Hearts 3 came out about what we would find out with how Xion returned. We would find that out in the DLC. Now, we did get something in the DLC that referred to it, but the question is, was it good enough, and is it also fully what Nomura kind of promised that we would get? So, we of course want to hear your guys' opinions in the comments below. Again, like I said in the beginning of yesterday's video, you don't have to agree with us. It's okay to have different points of view, but I'm going to hand over to Tyler now to give his analysis on what we got, and also why we believe, again, that Nomura lied to us.
As I talk about this, you're going to notice that I get angrier and angrier, and I should, and you should. If you paid for ReMind, and you spent the $30 based off of the details that we got in 2019, some of the details we got all the way back in February, literally a month after Kingdom Hearts 3 released, and I'm going to be reading some of those details. You should be mad because we were pretty much told that we were going to get one thing, and we did get it, but nowhere near to the level that anybody was expecting whatsoever. And here's one of them. So when they announced ReMind, or really, when they announced that paid DLC and that it will expand onto the story, and there's going to be new scenes and explanations for things, including how Xion was revived and how she joined the Organization 13. That will be one of the things explained in the upcoming Kingdom Hearts 3 paid DLC. And then, asked about other different things too. But, so, they brought up Xion because they knew that people want to know, like, how the heck is Xion even here? She basically ended her life in order to help in order to save Sora back in 358/2. So how the heck is she in the organization again? Whether she's a replica or not, didn't matter. How the heck is she back? Well, don't worry. You're going to get those answers when you pay for this DLC. Okay, that sounds reasonable, like thinking that it's going to be a really good explanation. They're going to show us this great scene of how it happened. Nope, that's not what we get. We don't get that at all, in fact. What do we get? We get this little tidbit when the Master Xehanort is talking with Cyax and Xigbar, how he got more of his organization members. And this is the explanation as to how Xion is there. Though erased from memory, it remained in Vexen's records. And they talk about this replica, this project number I, which is Xion's real human name. And that was mentioned too, that we're going to learn some more human names for the organization members that we don't know about. That was the only one we got. People were thinking like LUXORD and others. That was the only one that we got. Number I is her name. Number I. You just throw an X, say it backwards. It's Xion. Oh, very cool. So, a year ago, pay $30, pay for the DLC, and you're going to get your answers as to how Xion is there. And that's what we get. We get one line. Though erased from memory, it remained in Vexen's records. Are you freaking serious? Not only it's one thing to tell us, why couldn't you just show us? Was it that hard for you to show us that scene? How Vexen discovered these backup files that he might have had, creating Xion, having her kind of wake back up and put on the cloak. Like, why couldn't they show us that? Nope, they couldn't even show us that. You paid $30 though, that's fine. They'll take your money, but they will only give you a one-line reason as to why she appeared. Really, that was a shoehorn in. They didn't know what the heck to do. That's what they decided to go out. They're like, you know what? Screw these people. We don't even need to show them anything. We're just going to say it. Done. Okay? Fine. Yeah, we promised them a year ago, hey, you're going to know how Xion appeared, but it doesn't matter. So it's literally unbelievable. The fact that they're making she was able to be brought back because Vexen had a freaking, like a floppy disk with dust over it. Like I have to imagine it. Like he's cleaning out his cellar and it's all dusty and there's cobwebs and he's like, oh, and he reaches in the back of his little cabinet and there's this there's this CD with number I, or it's a floppy disk with number I, and it's like, oh man, guess what? Master Xehanort, we're going to be able to bring somebody back that we never thought we'd be able to bring back because no one remembers her, and you just created this whole concept that you didn't even explain, that if you remember somebody who's gone, just you remembering them will help bring them back. Like, just unbelievable, guys. Seriously. Now, to put that into context, imagine if this was Roxas that we were talking about. And you're like, holy crap, Roxas is back. I don't know how he's back. I want to know how he's back. And then they're like, okay, well, you know what? We're going to give you those answers in the paid DLC. Everyone's looking forward to it. They told us, a year ago. So it's like, oh my God. Here's $30. I just want to really know. And then imagine if they said, oh, yeah, Roxas? Oh, yeah, well, Vexen just found him on an old disc that he had. And he just recreated him. You'd be like, that's how he's back. You would not be satisfied. So why would you be satisfied about this? And I said to my one friend, hopefully he's watching, Joe, I wrote up this big thing. It's funny because it isn't. And he said, this is what he said. I'm going to read you the text. He said that text was a better crafted story than KH3. And he's a big Kingdom Hearts fan himself. So I'm going to read this to you just because it's so dumb. So I'm going to be speaking. I'm not going to change voices. You're just going to have to follow along. Basically, it's every other. It's going to be a Nomura, a worker of Nomura, and then Nomura answers. So this is what I wrote. So you can laugh along with us and think of how stupid, because this really does highlight how stupid this entire thing is and how pathetic. And seriously, guys, this is I've never been more angry about something. This is one of the most, because we had a video last year when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. How did Xion appear? And we had some speculation, we had some ideas, and saying like, hey, the good news is that they're going to be clarifying this in a year, and they couldn't even do that. Don't think that ReMind is fan service, because it isn't. It's the littlest bits for us. Oh yeah, well, you'll be able to play as a character, but only once. So hopefully you saved it. Have an extra save so you could do it again. It just I can't even. Here we go. So ready. So again, this first line. So every other line. So the first line is a worker under Nomura. Then the second line will be Nomura. So every other one will be Nomura. Okay. So here we go. So this is the worker. Sir, people are confused as to how Xion appeared. What should we do? Here's Nomura. Tell them we'll have the answer if they pay $30 to get the expansion story. Yes, sir. Is there something else? I'm busy. Well, sir, we're all wondering, how did Xion return, sir? As you know, Xion has been erased from the memories of those who knew her. The only way one can return if their body has been lost is if one remembers them. So it is impossible for her to return. However, it is possible that the organization scientist Vexen had a backup drive that contains some of her data files, and this could be used to put her in a new replica body. That's very interesting, sir. I'm sure fans will love to see that scene unfold. See? No, we'll simply have Syax explain that. Though erased from memory, it remained in Vexen's records. And we'll let the audience figure out what they're talking about. Okay, sir. Many fans are asking if they'll learn the real human names of the organization members. Of course we'll include that. They're paying $30 for this. Here's one. Instead of referring to Xion as Xion in this new scene, or the 14th organization member, we'll call her Number I, N-O-I. In fact, this is her human name. But I is a letter, sir. I don't think that what... Silence. This is Kingdom Hearts. She is a nobody. Nobody's add an X to their human names and mix the letters around. Number I is her real name. Add an X and you get Xion in reverse. Any other human names, sir? LUXORD is one that fans really would like to know. They're paying $30, not $60. We'll keep them guessing. So, and again, kind of funny little thing that I wrote up there in my anger. But it's funny because it's actually true. The worst part of it is that, if they just added this scene and they said, you know what, we're going to have this little update. You know, we're going to be changing scenes around, updating some scenes, updating some backgrounds. Going to be adding a couple new scenes, and basically you'll just be able to go to this theater section. There's going to be an all-new section, and it's going to clarify, or it's going to add more details to things that, we just want to be able to give you a more full story. Fine. I mean, a lot of the scenes that are in the opening of ReMind, I don't think we needed to pay for. But overall, like I've been saying this whole video, you should not accept this answer. This is a BS answer. Seriously, guys, this is totally messed up that they think that that is worth, not $30, but money in general. They think that that scene and that little tiny part, that explanation as to how Xion returned, has a money value on it, and that they could not put that out as something that's free. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable, and a total disgrace.
So guys, let us know in the comments below. What do you think? Do you agree with us? Do you think that what we got, was enough and was, what he was kind of referring to a year ago? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Hit that bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. You guys truly, truly rock. We've had quite an insane week with all of these Kingdom Hearts videos. We're going to be keeping it up, but there's more Kingdom Hearts videos coming to you almost every single day throughout the rest of this week. So loads more Kingdom Hearts content coming your way, and we hope to see you guys there.